Hello. I like to hunt in the woods. That's where the deer are. Sometimes they go in the field too. At least that's what they tell me. I don't see very many of them yet. I don't know why. Maybe it has to do with my smell. Or maybe I talk too loud and I'm slightly gassy. But whatever the case, I no see the deer yet. I see no one deer this morning. Pardon me, my nose itches. Well, so I hang out here down in the low spot because it's evening sit and they say you go to the low spot in the evening. The thermals fall, you know what to hunt while you're high. Plus, you'll be way too relaxed and have the munchies. So right now, I'm sitting down here, 20-some feet off the ground, admiring the beautiful view of the November 6th day. Yes, it's the 6th of November. This is sit number 10 I've been on with none of the deer yet. I have seen a couple, but it's been very slow. So now I wait because it's the time of the year the deer are wanting to be, how you say, the boys that chase the girls for having the sexy times. So hopefully one come in soon so I can introduce him to my new broadheads. See how they do and make him take the dirt naps. I will see you later. It's a beautiful evening out. It's November the 8th, 2019. Rut is swinging really hard this evening. Nice and cold. Probably dropping down below 30 now. I was sitting up in my stand and I heard like it sounded like a squirrel underneath me, behind me.
Yeah.
So I just kind of shifted my weight to see what it was. And it was that 6-pointer.
Oh.
I don't think you guys saw that one.
No, we didn't have that.
He's kind of a tight rack, tall 6.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like right where my ladder was,
Yeah.
coming up my ladder sticks. So I was checking him out, And then he kept looking over his shoulder back towards where you guys were at, a couple hundred yards away.
Oh, he knew his friend was coming.
Yeah.
He's like, we're gonna be right here at this time.
Yeah. So I turn around and look over my right shoulder, and here comes this 8-pointer. And I'm
Yeah.
like, well, he's not too bad.
Uh-huh.
He's just outside of his ears, and
2.5 years old.
probably 2.5. Yeah. So he's like right here, and the other one's just on the other side of my tree. So then the 8-point comes in behind my tree, the exact way I'd walked in. So evidently my boots didn't smell too bad.
I guess.
He comes in, is standing right under my ladder. The 6-point had moved off a little bit, and then he turns around. They come back and just kind of sniff each other's noses.
Oh.
Like, hey, how you doing, Fred? Not bad, Jim. How you doing? I'm all right.
Yeah.
And then pretty soon they're pushing each other around. But it's not like an all-out brawl like I've seen before,
Yeah.
where they're knocking each other on the ground and flipping each other over.
Right.
I got that on video right here.
Minutes later.
I've had these bucks right underneath my stand. Now they're across the way fighting, across the tracks. They were fighting under my stand. Another buck come in, made a scrape on a corn stalk, or rubbed on it, scraped on the ground beside a corn stalk. I hadn't seen that before. But then he come over here to bust these two up, I guess. Anyway, I made a noise to stop him, and he slowed down for a brief second. As I squeezed the trigger, he took another step, and I hit him too far back.
It wasn't back in like the hollow of the paunch, you know, it was up close. I don't think it definitely wasn't a lung shot. It was liver or stomach.
Okay.
So I was like, man, come on, let me get another shot on this guy, you know?
Right.
So, like I said, after like 10 minutes, he turns and he goes back down the railroad the way he came up.
Oh.
And he comes back into that brush right there between the cornfield and the railroad. And I hear a bunch of sticks and stuff break, like fell down.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe he's just gonna bed right there. I've got another hour and a half till dark, and I'll just wait.
Right.
And then I'll sneak down, go back to the house, have supper, whatever. Give him time. So after about 20 minutes, I heard some things moving, and then I see something move out the edge of the cornfield, and it's him. And he's just kind of slowly cutting across where I'd seen the doe last night. I'd ranged it the night before, and when he walked in there, I was like, okay, that's 30 yards. And so I put the second crosshair on him, and I kept it on him, and I'm like, okay, I got just another little sliver of an opening right there. And when he walked into it, I went, hey, you! And he stopped and like looked at me, and I let the arrow fly, and I watched Luminoc just go underneath him.
Oh man.
I'm like, oh man, if anything, I just kind of cut him open. And he did a big kick and took off running. I'm like, he kind of kicked like he was hit.
Right.
But from the way it looked like I just missed him or just grazed his belly. And I seen him take a couple bounds into the corn, and then it got quiet. And, you know, I don't know if he went back to walking or what he did, but I think we just let him go till tomorrow.
There you go.